Listen, okay, I know I have been MIA. I'm so sorry.
1, 2, 3.
I'm so sorry. I started college again in the beginning of January and it has just been so overwhelming. I'm taking 3 classes right now. It's 3 8-week classes, so it's a lot. They end literally next week, and then I have a week off, so there should be a ton of content hopefully coming in that week that I am off, and a lot of reading because I've been so eager to read, but I just don't have the time and motivation because I'm reading all day long school material, and then by the end of the day rolls around, I finish school at like 10 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like, no, screw that, my ass is just going to bed. You know, but I'm here with a video that I promised, and no, my bookshelves are not in the same spot. No, they're not organized the same way. Come on now, the beanbag is gone. Listen, I don't got that big of a room, and that thing took up like 5 feet in my room, and that's about all I have in my room. So that is now downstairs, and it's like when all my friends hang out, we chill out on that. But other than that, the leaves are still here, the vibes are still here, and I'm gonna show you guys, give you guys the little bookshelf rundown. This one to the right of me or to the left does not hold any books. I will still scan you through that. It's kind of like my school shelf. There are clothes everywhere, so there are socks down here that need to get put away, and these clothes, but we're not going to talk about them. And there is nothing on my TBR cart right now because I wanted you guys to see what the shelves look like when they are full, and then afterwards maybe we can pick out books to put on my TBR cart together. Let's get into the video, and it feels so good to be back. Okay, before we start, here's kind of the overview of everything. It doesn't go, I'm not going to show you the bottom shelves because there's nothing on the bottom shelves. There isn't even anything up on that top shelf. And like I said, this isn't even like books, so there's the vision. But let's get a zoomed in shot and talk about each shelf by shelf. Okay, here is the very first shelf. All of these books going from left to right are in alphabetical order by author last name. So, this is the first one. We got our Central Perk little plant here, and if you don't know, these 2 shelves, these small ones are are kind of like my friends' shelves. My tripod won't go any higher, so I'm just gonna pick you guys up. But if you can see up there, we have the How You Doing. Okay, I'm missing nails, ignore that. And then this is the entire Friends set, so we have Central Perk over here, and then these are the apartments. So yeah. We have Spanish Love Deception, Elena Armas, obviously I've read that. We have our Tessa Bailey pile, Fix Her Up, It Happened One Summer, read both of these. Hook, Line, and Sinker, and I just bought this the other day, Secretly Yours, her new book that just came out, and look at how beautiful. So cute, gives off perfect spring vibes. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some kind of like companion series kind of vibe, but I don't know what it's about literally at all. We have Love at First Bite by Anna E. Collins. Loved this book. Razorblade Tears, S.A. Cosby, How to Be the Best Third Wheel, The Secret History, The Kiss Curse, which I started but never finished, and Every Summer After, which surprisingly I have not read yet. So we have Faking My Benefits, Lily Gold, Love Hypothesis, Beach Read, People We Meet on Vacation, Book Lovers, Pack Up the Moon, Shipped, and then all of my Colleen Hoover. So obviously we have It Ends With Us, It Starts With Us, Reminders of Him, Heartbones, Regretting You, Confess, All Your Perfects, November 9th, and Verity. I do have Ugly Love, but literally that book is MIA. I'm not seeing that book probably since I came home from college a year ago. So I have Do Not Fall in Love by Jackie Lan, Oliver Christina Lawrence, Soulmate Equation, and Honeymooners, Love in Other Words, and Holidays. This is the only book left I have to read by her. Magic of Lemon Drop Pie, Wretched, Pride and Premeditation, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Newest book to my collection behind Secretly Yours. I got on the same day. I finally got Daisy Jones in the 6th, but I have this stupid show cover. I bought it solely so I could read the show, or watch the show, but I wanted to read the book first. And they only had the show cover, and this was literally the last book. Neon Gods. Are we back in focus? Yes, okay. Neon Gods. We have Archer's Voice, Today, Tonight, Tomorrow, The Worst Best Man, The Hating Game, and we got Parent Trap. And this is just Polaroid film. Because of the Polaroid. Because these are all kind of like incomplete shelves, incomplete series, because I'm not, or at least trying not to buy any more books until this session that I'm currently in for school is over. But this shelf is going to be my Addicted Calloway shelf. But if you don't know, Calloway Sisters, they had limited edition covers, but then they took them away, and then they're bringing them back, but not until, I think, Fuel the Fire or Kiss the Sky, whatever the first one is, isn't released until May. So we're just kind of chilling. I have read these 3. I might just buy the other Addicted books just to kind of fill the shelf up more. I don't know. My camera that I just don't record on is so inconvenient to record on. Or this shelf, which I guess I'll have to move the hanging plant again. Do you guys need me to? Let me move the tape and the scissors so you can get the full experience. This is my Elle Kennedy shelf, and I do have to get more of the books in the Avalon Bay series because she is coming out with a new one this year. I'm pretty sure it's just Good Girl Complex and Bad Girl Reputation right now. And then under here is the Off Campus series, and my sister is currently reading The Score. So yeah, and then if I ever feel the need to get the Briar U series, that's obviously gonna go right on top of here. Is another fun shelf that will be extremely completed once my school year is over. So I'm gonna tell you the series we're gonna be finishing. That's on the shelf. So up here we have the fine print terms and conditions. Obviously I will be getting the final offer. We have Twisted Love, Twisted Games. I have read both of them. Twisted Hate, and I will be getting Twisted Lies. I have not read Twisted Hate yet. We have the Summer Return Pretty Trilogy. I've only ever read the first one. Don't know if I'm going to read the second and third one, honestly, because I kind of have watched so many reading vlogs. I know what happens in them. And my sister. Another Central Perk cup, by the way, and my little turtle succulent that I love. And then we have the illustrated edition of Brutal Prince, and then Icebreaker, which, can we get a moment for her? Look at how stunning. And we're gonna go down one more shelf. I guess, yeah, one more shelf. Alrighty, here's where we get into my new obsession, which I like to call my fantasy era. This shelf right here is a lot of unfinished series, but also it's like duologies, trilogies, like smaller fantasy series. This is a series I haven't heard anybody talk about, nor have I read yet, but it is a duology. We have All the Stars and Teeth, All the Tides of Fate, Six of Crows, Dance of Thieves. I do not plan on getting Vow of Thieves. I did not enjoy that as much, but it was also my first fantasy book ever, and I think that might be where I went wrong. Harry Potter, only Harry Potter book I have, and then the Inheritance Game trilogy. Yes, I know I have the UK cover, but I was not getting 2 paperbacks and then a hardback of it, and I will be getting the US paperback once it comes out in July. But more shelf, and we got more fantasy. So, kind of exact vision of this shelf. We have Folk of the Air in the middle with some little fake flowers. I've read all 3 of these, and we have Curse of the Wolf King, which is the first book in the Entangled with Fae series, and Kingdom of the Wicked. I want to do Entangled with Fae on this side, Kingdom of the Wicked on this side, but I don't have the second or third book in either. And I really think Entangled with Fae is going to have to go on its own shelf because it's 5 books, or like I'm going to have to squeeze it on a shelf, or something like that. We're going to do the last 2 fantasy shelves, so I'm just going to hold my phone for that, I think, and then go to the very last shelf. But it's a big shelf, and it's kind of in the middle of the 2, so you can kind of see her over there. This side view of my printer, I'm sorry, this is my Tahereh Mafi shelf. We have the entire Shadow Me series. Favorite thing ever. I already want to reread it, but I'm going to withhold because, as you can see, I have a whole lot of books that I still have to read. It's even fantasy, I have so many fantasy books, which I guess is technically dystopian, but whatever. Besides the fact, we have the Shadow Me, and then I have this Woven Kingdom. I've been seeing a lot of really good reviews of this one recently, and it's making me so excited because the second one does come out soon, and it's just making me ready to pick this book up because I love Tahereh Mafi's writing. Oh, I love it, love it. And then look at this shelf that I said I would never ever read or have. My Sarah J Maas shelf. Who am I with my little bestie girl right there? We have a Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm just gonna say ACOTAR. We have ACOTAR, ACOMAF, and ACOWAR. And of course, the next 2 are part of the books I'm gonna buy at the end of the semester. If I don't finish the series, they just look so pretty put together, and I just want to say that I own the entire series. So this is the very last shelf. This is the big shelf. She's quite wide, she's quite tall. And it's my thriller shelf. Kind of in order to this. So we have all of my Karen M. McManus right here besides the Book of Cold Cases. So we have You'll Be Death with Me, The Cousins, One of Us is Lying, Two Can Keep Secret, literally the only paperback I could ever find of Karen M. McManus. But now they have paperbacks of The Cousins, but I don't read hardbacks, so you know they're just gonna forever sit there until I decide to get rid of them. And I have some of my favorite thrillers: Silent Patient, The Maidens, One by One. Loved all three. We Were Liars. It's kind of mutual ending, kind of sucked, not gonna lie. Final Girl Support Group. These two are new. We have The Murder Game and The Fear. I think I'm about like 80 pages into The Fear, but like I said, I put all my books back just for you guys, you know. And then we have more over here. So we have Reckless Girls, 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. One of the first books I got, and I think I considered it a book talk book. But I've never seen nobody really talk about this book besides like one person. When No One Is Watching, Then She Was Gone, For Your Own Good, The Guest List, Horror Hotel, There's Someone Inside Your House, and finally The Girl on the Train. At least we're at like perfect head height right now, and I don't even have to like readjust my tripod. But now we're gonna pick out what books I'm gonna put on my TBR cart. I only want to fill the top half of it, and not even fill it because filling it kind of gives me anxiety. You know, this $10 tripod from Walmart really just does it for me. I think I've had it since I was like 13. We're gonna go shelf by shelf and pick my eyes on this. I probably should read Hook, Line, and Sinker before I read this one, but I can't not put this on my shelf considering it's new and I have it. The Secret History is starting to get really nice. Well, actually, I take that back. I was about to say it's starting to get really nice in Maryland. But we completely skipped over winter. It hasn't been below. I mean, some days we've had like negative at night, but literally yesterday it was 70 degrees during the day. So I'm getting more in like this. I want to read the summer romances already, so we're gonna be picking out some summer romances throw in there because I haven't read romance in a while. Like I said, I've been reading a lot of fantasy. But this is another recent purchase that I'm just convinced I'm gonna read at some point, and it's Secret History by Donna Tartt. And then I think I'm going to put Every Summer After on there as well. Over here, I think the only one I'm gonna grab is Daisy Jones and the Six. Obviously, this is like my very next read that I'm gonna pick up. Although a lot of people said the audiobook is better. I think I'm gonna start reading it and then see if I wanna get the audiobook or not. Conditions is going to go on it. Very excited to read about Declan and Iris. A lot of people said this is kind of like the same premise as the fine print, but they love this couple more, so I'm quite excited. And it's thick, and I think the final offer is thicker than this, which is terrifying. Down a level, I know you guys can't really see, but I will still hold up the books for you guys. All the Stars and Teeth, which first of all, look at this freaking cover. It is gorgeous. This and All the Ties of Fate. They're freaking stunning. And Six of Crows, of course. Curse of the Wolf King, which this is basically fantasy romance. They're all retellings. Like I think the next one is Heart of the Raven Prince, and it's a Cinderella retelling, I think, or something like that. Snow White, something. This is Beauty and the Beast retelling, but there's Fae and all that kind of like high fantasy stuff. Hence the Entangled with Fae series, and it's just a beautiful cover and it's so cute. Thank you, Sarah Caroli, for the recommendation. So the Fear and the Murder Game, we're gonna put these on there. This Woven Kingdom, Tara P. Beautiful, gorgeous. I know I need to take the Target sticker off, don't tell me. Grade to put her on the shelf. Woo! So excited, so excited. This is like it's thick. This will literally be the thickest book I've ever read. Filling, I know I said I wouldn't fill the top shelf, but there's room for like one more book. So we're gonna look and we're gonna find one. I'm gonna do Hook, Line, and Sinker because if I read one of the two Tessa Bailey books and they're good, then I'll want to pick up the other. So, motivation. Was so excited to read this because I loved Fox and Hannah and it happened one summer. I don't know why I haven't picked this up yet. I started reading the Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix like 3 times, and every time I start reading it, something unfortunate happens, so I refuse to read it anymore. I get in the mood for a dark romance. I'm going to try and re-pick up Wretched by Emily McIntyre. I literally got to where there was like 50 pages left. I don't know why I just wasn't vibing with this book, but everybody loves it so much, so I feel like I'm missing something here because I want to read Hooked and I want to read Scarred, and I know it's not like the kind of thing where they are all like intertwined, like I can read them separately, But I just, like, it's such a short romance. I want to be able to enjoy it, and I literally stopped with like 50 pages left. So I'm gonna put this on there just to see what the outcome is. You don't end up reading that this year. It's gonna, you know, there's 2 ways I'm getting rid of books this year. Is if it's been on my shelf for a while, and when I think about it, I'm just never gonna pick it up. Or I gave it lower than a 2.5 stars. I can tell you right now, based off last year, what book I will be getting rid of at the end of the year. And if you can see it, it's the purple book right there. If you paid any attention, it is Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. I loved it. Happened one summer. Gave it 5 stars actually. Fix Her Up, bleh, disgusting. I think it even made it worse because I listened to it on audiobook. So then what I was reading was just, it was visualized even more, and I didn't want it. I couldn't stand hearing Baby Girl anymore in this video. But stay tuned for the book haul that will probably be coming up, because a lot of these books on my shelves are brand new and you guys don't even know about it. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. I'm so excited to be back. Thank you all so much for being patient. Hello to all my new subscribers that have subscribed and I just haven't been present. I'm so sorry. That is just abandonment. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
1, 2, 3.